So basically, there's a community called tulpas.
Is that an acronym?
ULPA. I think it's a noun.
Okay.
So basically, what happens is all of these people. So if you look up what a tulpa is, it's kind of a different thing. So it's kind of changed its meaning in this context. And basically, these people all believe that they have something living in a second person living in their head, which is their tulpa.
Imaginary friend. That's what we used to
They would
it.
find that very derogatory.
Who would? The imaginary friend or the person with the imaginary friend?
I think the imaginary friend would probably not like being called imaginary because he's not imaginary.
I'm very real. Stop erasing me.
And they say, hello, I'm new here. My name's Autumn. And I might be a tulpa because sometimes the imaginary friend is the one commenting. Like the person goes to sleep and then they take access for the body and go up. And then they get up and they go, what the hell?
Who's been on my Reddit?
Yeah. And they go, so basically their tulpa was in their head going on the computers. I'm a female entity living in a male host. I have my own thoughts, feelings, desires, and fears. I can communicate with my host, and he lets me play video games with my friends online sometimes.
Sounds pretty sick.
So basically the tulpa is like always bugging you. Like, come on, man, let me play some games, dude. Give me my games. And then you got to be like, dude, I'm friggin' working right now. And then you go, okay. But then you don't get any free time because whenever it's free time, you go sit around while the tulpa plays video games. So they basically have a second person living in their head, and th've got these really wild stories.
It is funny because this subreddit essentially just made mental illness cute.
This is what they describe it as. They say, ever wondered what it would like to be having a mental companion who can think and act on their own? That's what a tulpa is. So here we discuss tulpas, share your experience with having a tulpa, and give advice to fellow tulpa creators here. So they're basically women with imaginary friends. You are right.
Yeah, it's an imaginary friend. It's what was that movie? Did you ever see Drop Dead Fred? Mm-hmm. Really good movie.
So
adult with imaginary friend.
Here's it with some of the tulpas have been venting in here. And they said, venting about my current situation. So the tulpas this tulpa's not happy.
No.
They go, we live with my fiance. Live with my host's fiance. So the tulpa is not happy. We live with my host's fiance.
I like how you don't know which one is writing until, or is it always the tulpa?
So this person right now lives inside
the host
of the body.
They're like a parasite.
We live with my host's fiance. I'm madly in love with my host and often get jealous. Today, we went out and bought some cologne for me, picked it out and everything. He saw and knows about me because he's a guy inside of a female. So it's a girl inside of a female who has to live with this pesky boyfriend.
Yeah.
So basically a girl that's like, I have a guy inside of me that's madly in love with me. She has a simp tulpa inside of her. So she's got a simp inside of me. Then they went to buy some stuff for the tulpa inside because the tulpa likes when she puts cologne on for him, right? And then he goes, he saw me, the boyfriend saw me, and he knows me, right? That's what I would think. But then she tells him, oh, it's for Allie's boy. So her friend's son. So he just acts like he won't acknowledge my existence. I'm not trying to force myself on him or anything. I just would like to be acknowledged. So basically, the imaginary friend's mad that the main person's not telling anyone about the imaginary friend.
What a nightmare to be this guy. Oh my God. How badly do you feel? And then he goes, you know what? Maybe you should get counseling. She goes, counseling for what? What do I need counseling for? I don't need professional help.
So yeah, she wants the tulpa living inside her body, wants her to sit down with the boyfriend and be like, imagine your chick comes up to you and she goes, listen, listen, I don't want to be having this conversation as much as you do, but I got someone living inside me and they'd like you to meet them. Name's Timothy. So Timothy, say hi, you know, and then you go, sorry, what? Excuse me? You have someone living inside? Yes. His name is Tulpa. His name's Timothy.
It's like, I knew you would be like this.
No, she doesn't want to do it either. she go, you want me to meet my imaginary friend? She goes, no, not really. He would like to. Listen, I'd rather us just go on with our day, but he's bothering me right now. You think I want to be doing this? And you go, what the hell are you talking about? My tulpa wants to meet you. Is that so much to ask?
I wonder what.
Just say hi and get it over with.
What percentage of men?
So there's a dude in you right now.
Yeah.
Yes, there's a dude inside me.
No. This one has a woman, no?
Yeah, so a woman with a dude inside of her.
Oh, it's a dude inside of her. These things are so confusing.
They're very confusing.
No, I thought it was a woman inside of her.
There's a few different ones. Hey, guys. Elise and I here. So now her and her tulpa are both writing.
Oh, they write together.
That's when they write together. So we just had an extended possession session.
I feel so bad for these guys.
Anyone dating one with someone with a tulpa?
Oh, God. Just thinking, imagine, like, just put yourself in their position where your girl's
possession sessions,
pulling all this shit, and you know, you're legitimately, if it's someone you care about, you're concerned. Mm-hmm. You know, they show up and you go, oh, you're having like a mental break.
You're having a mental breakdown.
And she goes, oh, no,
this is the whole thing. It's
totally fine. Yeah. There's a subreddit and everything.
Yeah, me and my pals all have our tulpas.
Yeah, and you go,
it's cute, if anything.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry for being cute. I would say for about 15 minutes just now. So they had their possession session lasted 15 minutes. It all started when I made a bet with her about something at work. She made a bet with her tulpa. So she made a bet with her imaginary friend.
Do they talk? Like, is they talking out loud to the tulpa, I wonder?
I think they probably do it internally, but I hope they don't talk out loud.
Because you're really getting into dangerous.
And the whole thing was, she goes, if the tulpa won, she wanted to full body possess me to drive to a restaurant that she wanted to go to. Well, this is just you being fat. And you go, my tulpa, I lost a bet.
Yeah, it's just we go to the buffet. I don't want to. I just want to eat some carrots.
If it was up to me, I'd eat a salad.
I guess it's off to Kenny Rogers.
Because the tulpa... my stupid tulpa wants to use me. I lost a bet, so my tulpa's got to devour a cake. So she lost a bet, and she goes, well, and then unfortunately the tulpa won the bet. So she made the tulpa drive. She goes, she won the bet, so the tulpa drove. I wasn't finished with work at the time, but she put my brain to overdrive to figure out how to get the work done as fast as possible. She was very impatient, so she had to get her work done because the tulpa wanted to eat.
I'd love to know what this work was.
Very interesting. I'd also like to know that. And the tulpa was very impatient. It was pretty interesting. Her movements are a little looser than my own. For example, when she's shoveling food from the buffet down, the tulpa gets a little loose at the buffet table.
Yeah. It's not as rigid when she's shoveling those mashed potatoes in her face.
The tulpa dislocates her jaw like a snake to freaking... She goes, we don't do it that much, so I usually find it hard when she does. The bet stake was simple. She drove to the restaurant and I drove back.
That's not a bet.
No, they made some bet about some other thing. And if she won the bet, the tulpa got to go to the buffet and stuff her face.
You know what? Anybody reading this would love to know what this bet was.
Yeah. She didn't mention what the bet was. Because of how long we've spent together, she's basically has the roads mapped out. So the tulpa knows the directions because they've been spending a lot of time together because the tulpa lives inside of her head.
Yeah.
So her mannerisms are a little different from hers. First of all, she skirts the speed limit by 5 miles per hour.
So a little lead foot.
The tulpa's a bit of a
lead foot.
Where I try to stick to matching the numbers. Second, she tends to pay less attention to the speedometer than I do. I needed to remind her that after she drove. Third, she has no idea where to rest her hands when she's idle. So the tulpa's got her, her hands are sort of going all over the place.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's tough. Yeah, it's tough being an imaginary friend sort of taking the car.
Well, I imagine that she
doesn't have her license either.
And she hasn't always existed.
And it's also, you actually think about it, the tulpa doesn't have her license.
That'd be so funny. You get pulled over, the tulpa's like, oh shit, I'm so fucked. I'm so fucked. Oh fuck, I'm so fucked. All right, just keep it together. You go, license and registration. You go,
I don't have a license.
And then you go, I don't have a license. You go, what do you mean you have a, and then you go, is this okay? And he goes, yeah, this checks out. It's cool, thanks. Sorry, just I wanted to let you know your tail light was out.
It's actually not okay?
It's actually not me. And you go, are you okay? And you go, I don't think so. I mean, yes, I don't.
I'm sorry, officer, that's not mine.
That's not mine.
That's not mine.
He goes, do you have any other ID? He goes, I don't, just take the wallet. He goes, this is you.
All you. It's
are you all right? And he goes, I don't know.
This never would have happened if I just didn't win that stupid bet.
Goes, what bet? Goes, a bet with myself. I mean, not myself. I'm the tulpa.
I'm a tulpa.
Goes, do you know what a tulpa is?
I'm a tulpa.
He goes, are you drunk? He goes, no, we don't drink. Who's we?
We don't drink. He's drunk. I'm sober. My host is fucking trashed right now. I'm bone sober. So the tulpa's got a bit of a lead foot. And third, she has no idea where to rest her hands, so the hands are a bit of a wacky. So tulpa's a little awkward. Anyways, long story short, I drove back home, got a raging headache, and it is proof to me that she actually did all of that. And it's proof to me that she actually did all of that. And it's proof that only passive forcing for 9 years has its consequences. So I don't know exactly what passive forcing means as a term. Does anyone else do stuff like this recently? So if I went over this a second time, and I'm pretty sure what she means is that she was thinks the tulpa was up to something. My guess would be once they got to the buffet, she ate fucking 9 courses and her head started hurting a little bit. She ate an inhumane amount of fucking slop.
This I would love. Oh yeah, they have. Oh yeah, so they actually says. It's not like schizophrenia at all, but I'm sure if you found any sort of medical professional, they'd be like, yeah, it's pretty textbook schizophrenia.
Right. But I guess she's also, you could say it's gender fluid because I guess she's got the guy inside of her kind of thing, right? So she goes, when she was driving, it's a guy, right?
Right.
And then when she's off driving, it's a girl.
I mean,
does the tulpa speak differently is a really interesting question.
Yeah, like kind of like in tongues, like they're possessed. They're like, oh, God. I feel so bad for the guys here. Oh.
Anyone that's dating a tulpa.
Because this is 99% women.
I think it's all women, yeah.
All women.
Yeah.
I was willing to leave 1% for the boys.
We'll do one more of this tulpa business. I'm feeling this way. I'm new to my tulpancy. I was high last night. Oh, yeah, she was getting a little fucking with the tulpa. A little more than usual for me. I just said hello and waited. A gruff, grumpy voice replied and seemed reluctant to talk. I usually talk and think to myself often, but it was distinctly another person's voice. Eventually, I managed to get himself to talk. So she's sort of having conversation with herself. But the person's talking like this a little. Yeah, little Tom Waits over there.
Yeah, it's a little Tom Waits, but definitely not a mental illness. Whatever you think I am not a mental illness. This is totally normal.
She goes, yeah, she was like, what time are we thinking about going to bed tonight? She goes, oh, where you fly, cat. I don't think we should go to bed at all. I think me and you, I reckon we should be partying, hit the night. That's just young.
Let me just go grab the harmonica and I'll sing you a little song.
Oh, should I grab the harmonica? Nah, I got a harmonica inside your body, girl. Down by the river. I'm inside your veins. I am that tulpa. I am not gay. So she's got the guy inside of her's got a gruff.
The only
voice.
thing I'll say, I was just thinking about this. If you ever plan on committing a crime where it's very premeditated, but you want to
post
prove
in this
insanity, get started now.
Get started with your tulpa business.
Yeah, do this stuff because then when you're on trial, you go, look, he's been posting in this thing for 2 years.
Yeah,
about this stuff, and then you could. But then I guess the whole problem is you go, but it's not. But the more you say it's not like a mental illness, the more normal people will be like, yeah, it obviously is, though.
Well, she says she's been trying to get the grumpy voice guy to talk. He's a little grumpy, Yeah. And then she says, he didn't want to tell me his first name. Nunyo. Hey, what's your name? My name's Nunyo. What?
My name is Ligma. Ligma? That's an interesting name. What's your last name? Balls.
My name's Ligma Balls. Huh? She's confused. My name is none of your business. Okay. She goes, he didn't want to tell me his name at first. He said he was lost in my head and didn't know how he got there. He seemed confused and he repeated words a lot.
I love that he seemed confused. He's the one that's confused. I'm just
this fucking nutcase in my head.
This fucking turkey over here.
Why are you talking to yourself right now? Oh, buddy. Cuckoo. Oh,
the boyfriend comes in. Honey, are you on the phone? She goes, what? No.
There's some fucking nutcase. Yeah. Why are you so acting crazy? Me? Talk to your fucking grumpy voice. You keep telling me to lick his balls. Well, so once he warmed up a bit more, he told me his name was Glamorgan.
Glamorgan. It's Glamour and Morgan.
His name is Glamorgan.
Glamorgan. Yeah.
Come on, man. Hey, babe, come on. Just tell me, you're in a safe space. Hey, I'm lost. I took a wrong turn somewhere. And you go, just tell me your name. Glamorgan.
Glamorgan.
My name is Glamorgan.
Did you say your name is Glamorgan?
Yes. No, I said I'm playing a glam organ.
Yes.
I'm playing a glam organ.
Bum, 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 bum.
Glamorgan.
Glamorgan.
So his name's Glamorgan. Okay, so she's having this whole dispute with Glamorgan. He doesn't really feel like talking.
No.
And a little later, when I was texting my boyfriend, he tried to get a peek and asked me, "Who is that?" My boyfriend wanted to peek at who she's talking to. Yeah, let me get a peek in there.
Yeah, he goes, who the fuck is Glamorgan? I saw you some text messages to Glamorgan. Care to explain who Glamorgan is?
Who's this Glamorgan?
That's why we couldn't hang out tonight? We couldn't go to the movies because you were fucking hanging out with Glamorgan? Well, have fun being with Glamorgan for the rest of your life.
I hope you and Glamorgan.
Because we're fucking done.
I hope you and Glamorgan are happy. Okay, so she was texting with her boyfriend, and he tried to get a sneak peek at Glamorgan. he said, "Who is that? Who is that? Who is that?" Or, I think Glamorgan's trying to get a sneak peek at the boyfriend. Glamorgan started saying things about my boyfriend, making comments about his appearance. He got a little obscene, and I had to ask him to stop. So Glamorgan's in, like, you call that a man? That's not half the man, Glamorgan. Come back down here, Glamorgan, show you what a real man looks like.
It's so funny because Glamorgan is making fun of her boyfriend and what he looks like, but it's her subconscious, obviously. So it's like it's just you.
That's a fucking small dick bitch.
What a fucking poor, dumbass, loser, bald
Glamorgan.
asshole.
That's my boyfriend we're talking about.
Glamorgan. I love him.
And then she comes to her boyfriend. She goes, "Listen, like, you're lucky to be with me. Like, everyone I know has been talking shit." By the way, everyone thinks I'm too good for you. It's like, well, Glamorgan for starters.
Who's Glamorgan? I told you about Glamorgan.
My buddy,
my best friend.
Best friend.
Glamorgan.
So Glamorgan's rocking out. He's talking shit about the boyfriend. Guy's a bitch, dude. Look at that fucking stupid big nose on that piece of shit.
Drop him. Just drop him.
Yeah, come down here. Glamorgan's got a hog on him.
I mean, you know what? The logical thing, too, is Glamorgan goes, you should fucking kill him.
Oh, of course, Glamorgan wants him gone.
Yeah, he goes, you kill him. He goes, I can't kill him.
We can be together.
No. Yeah, well, if you don't kill him, we can't be together. You want a little taste of Glamorgan?
Yeah, you want a little taste of that Glamorgan dick?
She goes, I can't.
Glamorgan's got a big piece.
I can't.
But I can't.
But you must.
Kill
Glamorgan.
No, Glamorgan wants you to kill the boyfriend, Chad, Dave.
Yeah, Dave. Kill Dave.
Glamorgan, you want a little piece of that. Glamorgan treat you right, you know what I'm saying? Glamorgan will treat you all right.
Yeah.
He'll give you that good dick. He'll give you that, Glamorgan give you that good old dick. A nice Glamorgan stick. Glamorgan got a big old hog on him. Davey old Jr. That little bitch Davey, you're not a man at all. Guy can't play harmonica.
He can't do nothing.
He can't do nothing right.
He can't do nothing like Glamorgan.
He can't do nothing right. Glamorgan the real man. That little bitch Davey walking around like you own the place. Glamorgan on the place. It's Glamorgan out now. All right, so Glamorgan's, where do we leave it at here? So Glamorgan's been talking shit about her boyfriend. He got a little obscene.
Yeah, he got a little obscene.
Because of fucking bitch cook. So Glamorgan's swearing and stuff like that.
Yeah. He said stuff that we can't say on the podcast.
We can't even say. He's calling the N-word and stuff like that. He began to laugh. So Glamorgan's having a little bit of a laugh. I couldn't tell you why, but I assumed it was he's judging me. So Glamorgan's like, nah, go on. No. It's good. Yeah, you should be dating. You guys are good for each other. You two be perfect for each other. Yeah, a couple of sixes.
By the way, go on.
I was feeling anxious. And then when he told me he was laughing at how to form a tulpa video on my monitor, what the hell?
What?
I was feeling anxious. And then he told me he was laughing at the how to form a tulpa video open on my monitor.
Oh, wait, so she manifested this thing?
So she just happened to be watching a tutorial on having a tulpa moments before Glamorgan entered the picture.
So essentially she was Googling how to make an imaginary friend.
And then lo and behold, one showed up. Had a few not so kind words about her boyfriend.
What do you know?
I explained to him that I just wanted someone to talk to and connect to that would stick around and be there all the time. I got a little emotional over it. So Glamorgan was laughing at the fact that, well, you just think you manifest me whenever the fuck you want. Like, I'm just here. I'm your little bitch.
Yeah. You have a problem with how you treat men in your life. Glamorgan out. Goes, I'm more of on Team Dave now. Glamorgan out. I will see you later.
Just hear
that foot tapping?
Yeah. Glamorgan's got except for one foot tap.
Yeah.
And you just hear the soft sounds of just a cigarette ashing on a cold ashtray. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, her heart just beats like this. Boom, 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 boom. You got from how you drink men in your life. Glamorgan ain't stand for this shit. You think you just manifest me whenever you feel like it? Glamorgan would probably.
But actually, what happened was Glamorgan's wife was like, "Where you at, Glamorgan?"
Where Glamorgan at?
He goes, you can't just manifest me whenever you want.
Glamorgan's probably playing the field. He's a lot of people's tulpas.
I mean, he just fucking bounces around like.
So Glamorgan just chuckled. Then he went off somewhere where I didn't hear from him for the rest of the night. So Glamorgan took the night off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was nowhere to
That's
be
what
seen.
he told you.
All this trick in the book. Yeah, Glamorgan was probably working late.
I'm going to bed. I'm tired.
Yeah, Glamorgan's he didn't have service.
Yeah, in the nether realm.
Bad service.
Bad service over in the nether realm.
Bad service in the nether realm for fucking Glamorgan. I've just been uncertain and questioning myself since I sobered up. This is good. So now
she started getting high.
She was high, looking for tulpa videos.
Yeah.
I don't know if my mind made the interaction up or forced it because I was pretty stoned, or if it was actually someone talking to me. I haven't heard from Glamorgan today, and I've been thinking about him all day.
What do you think?
I don't know. I could be either, right? Definitely could be either of those two.
What do you think?
Maybe we'll check up in the tulpa community in a couple of episodes, see what they're up to.
Yeah, they are not
pretty good community though, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's a community of basically borderline schizophrenic people who
incredible. Fellas, thank you for watching that clip. Now, if you want to support this podcast, an easy way to do it is patreon.com/theboyscast. There's a new episode every week, only 5 bones, and we got tons of episodes there already. So support the dogs.
Support the dogs. I've been Bowen Yang.